Welcome back to our Did You Know segment. St. Patrick's Day is a cultural and religious celebration held every year on March 17th. St. Patrick was the patron saint of Ireland.
Everything green is kind of the picture of St. Patrick. And the unfortunate part is the story isn't told. So we come across that a lot. I know I've personally come across it, being of half Irish heritage.
Did you know that in 2016, 13% of Canada's population claimed some Irish heritage?
For many of the people out there, it's knowing to ask this question, who is St. Patrick? And if we can kind of get to know a little bit of the man behind the scenes, we'll see that in fact our life is about connecting to God, and God is not about being anything against partying, against having fun, about having a life and a purpose, but knowing that there's much more to life, maybe if we dig even deeper.
Did you know that St. Patrick was actually British?
St. Patrick actually was not born in Ireland, as many people might believe that. He was actually born in Roman Britain, which would be England today.
Patrick was quite far from being a saint growing up. Until he was 16, he considered himself a pagan, or maybe even an atheist by today's definition.
He was sold as a slave as a young man, and he would tend sheep in an area that was, in fact, as we know today, as Ireland. And obviously his labor was of use to the slave master. Eventually he was freed and went back to his homeland in Britain. He found a calling by God. He drew closer in his moment of tremendous slavery to Christ, and by that he felt called to actually preach the gospel message. I think St. Patrick definitely is a man who, as a saint, reminds us of the importance of spreading the gospel message.
Did you know that Canada's very first St. Paddy's Day was held in Montreal in 1824? Did you know the entire world runs up a hefty bar tab on that one day every year?
I think it's actually great to be able to party. I feel that here in our community we want to get the name of St. Patrick out there.
Did you know that Guinness is one of the most popular drinks on St. Paddy's Day?
We in fact know that St. Patrick is symbolized in green beer and in many other things green.
Did you know that your odds of finding a four-leaf clover are about 1 in 10,000? And did you know that 50 pounds of dye is used every year to turn the Chicago River green? And did you know that St. Patrick's Day was formerly a dry, non-drinking holiday? That's hard to believe. I'm Leah Bolton. You're watching Fraser Focus. Stay with us.